Hey everyone, it is day 44 of my 7-minute video log and it is past 12 a.m. It's 12:21 a.m. I should be asleep by now. I think I'm gonna set a rule for these video logs in the future. If I don't make my video log before 12, then there will be no video log for that day because I should not be using this video log should not be eating into my sleeping time, and I really need to work on my time management if they constantly um, like end up not being done or passing my bedtime, right? So it is day 44. I have nothing much to report today. Didn't manage to do much other than I studied spent about 30 minutes studying price action in the morning. Did not take any trades. In fact, I'm just reminded that I have a freaking Bitcoin trade that I am in. Let me just take a look at the graphs quickly. And oh, it looks like I might still be in position. I might just still be in the trade. Okay, that looks good. I'll just leave it there. So, where was I? All right. Yeah, no trades taken today. I am forgetting to manage my trades, but then again, I think I'm not very focused this couple of days on my trading. Partially, part of it is due to work because my work has been catching up with me like big time. I have a lot of things to finish, and I have been clocking a bit of overtime hours. It's not really much, but I try to finish work exactly at 6 p.m. But the past few days I have been uh, accidentally working till like 6:30 or 7. So it has sort of taken a toll on my trading progress and my trading focus as well. And yeah, so I think one thing that I need to work on is a proper plan, like what exactly do I want to do, when do I want to do it, and when do I want to execute it. So today I was listening to a podcast. Um, this podcast was by Etienne Creed, Desire to Trade. It was an interview with Mandy Paul Rasenjani. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing your name like totally incorrectly. Mandy Paul Rasenjani. I believe she's born German. She's German, but she's living in Sydney or Australia. I'm not I don't recall the exact location, but it's somewhere in Australia. So in this podcast, she basically Mandy is a sort of trading psychologist specialist, you would call it. She's trying not to use the word psychologist these days because people are trying to be like politically correct, and the word psychologist should belong to a proper licensed psychologist, so called. But I don't care about that part. I mean, like she can call herself whatever she wants, as long as she's doing good work. And so basically, in her podcast, she mentions that in when she was during some of her tough days back in, I think it was 2011. She said she was going through some hard times, and one of her coaches recommended that she practice mindfulness, which I'm sure some of you, if you are watching this video, may have heard of before. Mindfulness is basically the practice of sort of being in the present, though not being bothered by your past, not being bothered by the future, and just being right here, right now, in the present. So it is a form of like it is like the prerequisite to meditation, you could say. But mindfulness is more of a habit that you should cultivate to carry on through your days and in whatever activities you do. Anyway, she was going through some tough times, and her I would say her mind was all over the place. So right now where I currently am, I do kind of feel like she hits home with her situation. Uh, sorry, she hits home with my situation. Although she's probably going through much more than me back then, but it is something that I personally um, might have to cultivate myself. I have uh, been having like memory lapses. Like sometimes I do things and I don't remember what I do. Like I don't remember where I put my phone, where I put my wallet. Like I do things very absent-mindedly lately. And even in work, I tend to drift off. Like if I'm trying to finish a single task, but if I get interrupted by an email or a message halfway through, then it takes me like more than 10 seconds to come back and realize where was I, what the hell was I doing. And I think that is a very time cons it's not just bad for the mind, as in like you have your mind is in total disarray where you have no idea what you're doing. But other than that, it is also um, I think most importantly is very time consuming. It costs you a lot of overhead. So it's like every single time you switch to a different task, you come back, you need to refocus, and it takes you another 30 seconds or a minute. And that's the problem with today's social media, today's basically the internet, and the ease of communication is actually causing all these issues. So one thing might have to practice is being mindful and being more focused on what I'm doing. So just enjoying the process of doing and focusing on one single task at a time may or may not help me get a little better. So I hope this advice may or may not help you, but it is something that I'll try to focus on in the next few days and maybe hopefully implement it long term. But that is it for today, and yeah, goodbye everyone. See you tomorrow.